By 1944, Nazi Germany was being crushed in the east by the Red Army, yet Hitler still held Western Europe behind his Atlantic Wall. Stalin demanded relief. Britain could not win alone. America had the manpower but needed a doorway into Europe. Delay meant surrendering Europe's future, either to Hitler's tyranny or to Soviet domination. Normandy was chosen not because it was easy, but because it was possible. The Allies understood a brutal truth. If Germany concentrated its forces at the landing site, the invasion would fail. Operation Fortitude created a phantom army, fake tanks, planes, camps, false radio traffic, double agents feeding lies. General Patton placed in command of an army that did not exist. Hitler became convinced the invasion would hit Pas-de-Calais. Even after Normandy, he hesitated, waiting for a second landing that never came. D-Day succeeded because Germany believed a lie. The English Channel is a killer. Storms delay invasions and save defenders. German commanders relaxed, convinced no invasion was possible. Allied meteorologists spotted a narrow weather window. Eisenhower faced an impossible choice. Go now and risk catastrophe. Wait and lose surprise. He chose now. He even drafted a letter accepting full blame for failure, before ordering, "Okay, let's go." Before dawn, paratroopers fell from the sky. Many landed far from targets. Some drowned in flooded fields. Others fought alone, in darkness, surrounded by enemy forces. Yet this chaos worked. German units reported attacks everywhere. Command lines broke. Defenses hesitated. D-Day did not begin with precision. It began with confusion, weaponized. At Omaha Beach, everything went wrong. Stronger German defenses. Tanks sank. Officers were killed early. Men lay pinned to the sand, trapped between the sea and machine guns. Victory came only when small groups ignored orders, climbed the cliffs, and silenced bunkers one by one. Omaha was not won by planning. It was won by individual courage under fire. At Utah Beach, troops landed miles off target and into lighter defenses. Casualties were minimal. A mistake became a miracle. British and Canadian forces faced fierce resistance but achieved their objectives. Canadian troops pushed farther inland than any Allied force on D-Day. The Atlantic Wall was cracking. Germany's armored counterattack required Hitler's personal approval. He was asleep. No one woke him. By the time tanks moved, Allied air power dominated the skies. The moment was lost. History turned on hesitation. By nightfall, 156,000 Allied troops landed. 10,000 plus casualties. Thousands dead, wounded, or missing. The beaches were secured, but Normandy's hedgerows would bleed both sides for weeks. D-Day was not victory. It was the price of a chance at victory. D-Day ensured Western Europe would be liberated by democratic armies. Germany would fight a two-front war it could not win. The post-war world would not be decided by one ideology alone. It shaped not just the war, but the peace that followed. D-Day was a collision of planning and chaos, technology and flesh, fate and courage. If it failed, history would darken. It succeeded because ordinary men crossed open sand under fire and refused to turn back. Freedom entered Europe through blood-soaked beaches. It was a storm of steel and flesh, chance and choice. If it failed, the war might have lasted years longer. If it succeeded, as it did, the world would change forever. It succeeded because ordinary men did extraordinary things on an ordinary stretch of sand.